Hey boys, what's going on? I'm back with another Rugby League Live 3 video, and before I get started, I just want to give a bit of a shout out to The Odd One Out, because he recently lost his channel. I'm not sure the exact reason why, but he started a new channel, and he was the guy that made me my awesome banner, and he's also been a loyal subscriber for a fair while now, so he does videos, Rugby League Live 3, he's done some Call of Duty and other stuff, so go check his new channel out, link will be in description. But back onto what the video is. Obviously this is going to be a review of first impressions, but not my impressions. I'll say straight away, this is actually sort of a complete copy of the Scottish Canon. I saw his video, and he pretty much, someone wrote up a bit of a review and impressions on Twitter or something like that, and he pretty much read it out, just giving you guys a idea of the game by someone who's played it. And I thought, why not do that? Because Dill from the forums, he played the first playtest, and he wrote up a very extensive and very well written impressions. So I thought I would share that with you guys. So this isn't my review of the game. This is someone who's played the game. So yeah, let's just get started. So I'll just read it off here. Now to get started, Rugby League Live 3 is a great game. I cannot really fault it too much. I'm going to start with the bad stuff first and progress to the good aspects. So these are the bad points that he's mentioned. Commentary is pretty much identical to all other previous Rugby League games, so take that as you will. I personally don't mind because I will have it on mute like I do most other games, but to others hoping for a major improvement in this area, you're going to be disappointed. And that's pretty much my opinions on it. I mean, the commentary is there. Even in like FIFA and Madden, where the commentary is a lot better, I don't even really listen to that, so, you know. If that's what you were hoping for, like he says, you're probably going to be disappointed, but it's not awful. The game seemed to have a few small bugs too that I picked up, such as players gliding upon occasion, your defender sometimes just moving out of the way of an attacker giving up easy meters or often a try, and a few other quirky things that didn't have too much impact but ugly up what is generally a beautiful game. And it's to be expected. I'm sure they'll patch it if some major issues happen, but you'll see in the gameplay a few gliding things and things of that nature, but, you know, it's sort of to be expected now. Having said that, none of these are deal breakers and they can easily be fixed. Also, the goal kicking is a bit weird. As some of you know from the fan hub, you need to get the ball in the green to have any chance of getting it in. However, on veteran difficulty, I would say that kicks went in about 70% of the time, even if they were in the red zone. Now that's all I've to fault on the game. And what he's saying there is pretty much that kicks are too easy, I think he's saying. So 70% of the time on the hardest difficulty they went in, even on the red zone. And I think that's pretty much because of the aftertouch. And yeah, the goal kicking isn't the best, but I think it's still I think the goal kicking is better than Rugby League Live 2. It's just not amazing. That's what I've seen so far and played on the fan hub, and that's pretty much his thoughts. And now he talks about the good stuff. So the good stuff is really good. The graphics, as I said, are really pretty. The field looks awesome. The stadiums look real, and the play is slick. The improved replay system lets you truly appreciate the game's beauty, and highlights of the game show up like they would in a legitimate broadcast. Gameplay has improved a lot, and this is something I thought Rugby League Live 2 had bailed. I'm not too sure. But they've just made a good thing better. I'm pretty sure he's just saying the Rugby League... I think he meant nailed. Okay. He thought Rugby League Live 2 had a good gameplay system, and I thought so too. So just that they improved it is a good thing. And he's talking about the replay system being fairly in-depth, which is awesome for guys like me who like uploading videos. It's going to be great for me. As I'm sure some of you will be happy to hear, dummy halves are now a very important attacking weapon. They direct the play and dictate how your team attacks much better than any other league game I've played before. Sniping from the dummy half position is a really good way to catch your opponents off guard and get your team in the front foot. So yeah, no one's really shown that off in the videos, but dummy half work will be a major aspect of this game. A welcome feature Big Ant have added that I didn't even think about is the hiding of your intended pass from dummy half. It no longer shows the way you're planning to pass, but instead gives a single pulse around the hooker when you've made your passing selection. However, it now means you can't see which player is being assigned to which button, and more than once I've passed the wrong player. I'm not sure So he did talk about this, and a few people asked him questions, and I think this might just be for multiplayer games. I think versing the AI, I'm not too sure. I don't know if he answered this, but I think that might just be for multiplayer games where you're versing another person so they can't see, which would make sense. I'm hoping that you can see who you're passing it to just against the AI, but yeah, it is a good thing for multiplayer games. One aspect of Rugby League Live 2 that I loved lives on in the attacking lines, and I'm glad to see them in this game. Passing is also much better. It's more of an art form. It isn't as simply as tapping a button. Your player will overrun or be caught off guard when you throw a pass unexpectedly, and you will also be punished for being too cavalier with your passing, which I personally like a lot. The ridiculous amount of interceptions are now gone, however. There is just a lot more ball that goes to ground. One annoying thing that I noticed though is you cannot pre-select a pass when a defender rushes out of the line at you, but maybe I was just too slow. Defense in itself has been overhauled as a genuine challenge. Tackling a player is something you have to think about now, and you have to consider whether there are any players steaming onto the ball for an offload, or whether the player is too strong to be arm pinned with the halfback. Which, in my opinion, is great. It means you actually have to make a decision, low tackle or arm pin tackle. An added feature Big Ant have included that could be controversial to some people is the new homing tackle button. So this is something new, which some of you might pick up in the videos, is the bars that fill up below the player when they approach for a tackle. Apparently if you hold either X or O on PlayStation, your player automatically homes in on the attacker in a similar method to FIFA, which is interesting. It's something I don't think I'll use much, but still might be a big deal to some. And a bit more discussion on this later was apparently when you home in like that, there is a timing to it. So you hold it in, and I'm not sure exactly what they said. I think if you hold it in too long, you'll miss a tackle or something along that nature. But I think it'll be a big deal for like Be A Pro. This is my opinion here. I think it'll be a big deal in Be A Pro because it'll be sometimes difficult to tackle. Kicking is also much better now, and I absolutely love the new look of the punt kick. There is no more ridiculous bouncing of the ball, and you are able to pin your opponent in their in goal quite easily if you play smart. That's something I've been most impressed with, is the bounce of the ball, the physics of the ball. You can actually, it doesn't just bounce forward, so that's awesome. The contested catch system also looks really good, and I very nearly scored a try that looked like Blake Austin's one in the trailer, only to be tackled and held up. I only got to look at a single half of AI gameplay because there was a limited amount of TVs, but it really impressed me. What struck me was that the opposition was smart. They ran it where you were short of defenders, they kick where your fullback is not, and they look like a real challenge to play against. Great stuff. I love that. I love it because I like playing against the AI more than other people usually in games like this, so that's something great for me. I unfortunately wasn't able to stray far from playing kickoff mode, so those of you hoping to hear more about online, career mode, etc., I unfortunately can't help you out. I did, however, play a game of nines with another guy, and it was really fun. I don't know how else to describe. It is just rugby league with less people, like real life. However, one thing I noticed is that in the NRL squads for the nines, they only let you select players who were included in the real life tournament for their teams, which meant no Thurston for the Cowboys. It's easier to fix just making a new team, but just thought I would mention that from the start. Okay. Anyway, that's all I can think of right now, but let me know if you have any questions, and I'll try to answer them. Yeah, so that's his first impressions. Very well written, pretty extensive, and a lot of stuff there that sounds really good. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Just giving you guys, like me, like you guys haven't played the game, just an indication of someone who's played the game, their thoughts on what it was like, and good aspects, some negative. But yeah, overall, it's looking good. Everyone that's played it is like singing its praises. So I just can't wait, man. Like less than 2 weeks now. Hopefully the release date breaks and we can get the game early. But other than that, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.